Alright, so please forgive me, there's gonna be minimal editing this video, no music, and that's pretty much it. Only for the reason that, my editing program is currently full with another project, which is taking too much time to finish, and I thought it would be just easier to do it this way, so apologies for lack of editing, but the main reason why you're here is because there is a out of the blue update for Project Epoch, which you see right here. So the last little update that they did was mostly on their like localizations and stuff, and I didn't really think that was newsworthy. It's like, okay, you're banning certain email sources from China. Okay, big whoop. But this one came out of the blue and is so much juicier because we are literally getting a beta in like a week. Like, and this is not the next true beta that we're getting. This is just a as they put it, a beta 2.5. We've already had beta 1, we've already had beta 2. Beta 3 is set for later this year. This is beta 2.5. What does that mean? If we scroll all the way down to the bottom real quick, about, let's see. I can't find it. It's somewhere down here. But anyway, here it is. Basically, what this is you're going back to level 45, which was the highest level you could achieve in the last beta. And the reason why is because they're not quite ready to unleash the third beta yet, which would be the level 60 stuff. And instead, they want to focus on all of the systems that they've developed and finished in the meantime before we're ready for the next beta, which involves a bunch of different things, such as the creature AI, because they've been reworking creature AI out in the world, a lot of new rares out in the world. Uh, they said we're allowed to. Oh, here it is. We're allowed to do most content. The only thing we cannot do are these dungeons listed right here, which is basically Sunken Temple, Blackrock Depths, Lower Spire, Upper Spire, Skullman, Strathalum, Tolbarad, Onyxia's Lair, and Molten Core. So we're not allowed to do those dungeons, but we are allowed to do everything else. Now, while it is hard capped at level 45, because everything else is open, we can go to winter spring if we wanted to. It'd be a little bit hard because it's a level 55 to 60 zone and would be level 45, but we're allowed to go there if we wish to. So other than that, they also want to go over their world buffs. The Apparently every so many levels that you grow on their server, the world gets progressively harder, and it's to keep that level of difficulty. Now, on one hand, I hope that the lower leveled worlds will get easier because that's one of the parts of progression, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like retail where it's everything is scaled up to you. Because it's like if I'm level 60, I want to go back and one shot Mulgar. You know what I mean? But having level 60 creatures be hard harder than they are now as a level 60 is pretty cool. So now we're going to scroll all the way back up. We're just going to go through a little bit of this. So, right here is just going through rares. They were trying to add at least 3 rares per zone, and they are happy to announce that they have right now 120 new rares to uncover out in the world. And they give us some pictures like this guy here in Unguro. Got this underwater dude. You can't really tell where he is. It's somewhere murky. But they're saying that they're going to have new abilities that would make them stand out a little bit more than just normal rares, as well as new and unique items. Endgame dungeons, rep, and gearing. They were talking about how they're trying to improve upon the end games and progression, and you know how it is with the reputations, where reputations in vanilla are really not that fun. They're very, very grindy, and they're not as, in my opinion, fleshed out as the TBC ones were. Now, how they're going to do it, we're not too sure yet. We only know that there are low level reputations that have been added, but you do them as you level, and theoretically you should hit exalted by the time you're done leveling in the zone that they're associated with. Now, for end game, we still don't know, and I don't think we're gonna fully know until the next beta, which they say right here. Hope you'll uncover in the next beta 3 and beyond. So that's just letting you know that they are working on how you're going to do dungeons, which they've already explained in a previous post how they've completely took out all of the coding from Blackrock Depths, recoded it so it's not spaghetti code. They made it as it was that we know of. They just recoded it so it made sense rather than spaghetti. And then from there, they built and added more. So we already know that they're going through with dungeons in that sort of fashion, besides the complete overhaul Wailing Caverns had. We don't know what else they've been working on since then. Reputations, we know that they're adding reps. We don't know if they're going to be changing how you gain rep, especially in the later ones like Timber Maw or something. I don't know. And then gearing, they are also working on how gearing will be obtained, in which we do know that you can get, like, blues at level 20, but it requires more of rarer materials that you could obtain at level 20. So we already know leveling up is going to have gearing changes. We're still not too sure on the Endgame gearing, but that's again something that we're going to discover later on in probably the next beta. Class is in session, so this goes over a lot of class changes. I'm going to skip pretty much all of this because this is just way too much to cover as of right now. If you guys want me to cover each and everything, just please let me know. And then from there, they just say the closing statement, which goes over what I talked about earlier. They're not quite ready for beta 3, which is why they're doing beta 2.5, and that will be coming out. Let's see, I think the date was listed somewhere over here. The date is somewhere. Oh no, I think it was the 17th of November, which right now, as of recording, it's the 12th. You'll see this on the 13th. So literally like 5-6 days away is when the beta will start, and it will last until I believe they said the 26th. So just after Thanksgiving in America. And then on this one, you will have boosts. You will have level 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40 and 45 boosts. And then you'll have level 15, 30, and 45 gear that could be given to your character. And it's going to be like middle of the road gear, so it's not going to be like twink gear for that level. It'll just be something for you to do stuff. That way you can go out in the world, explore, and try to find everything. I'll find all the rares and just test systems in general. But anyway, that's going to be pretty much the video. Like I said, this is just an out of the blue post, and I thought this was important to cover, especially because we didn't know this kind of beta was coming. So that's again why this video is going to be taking the place of the one that I originally had planned coming out today, which would have been the I believe the Exploring Karazhan video. I posted this like 2 weeks ago, mind you, so I don't remember. I had this planned out 2 weeks ago, but I believe today would have been the Wallcraft video of me exploring Alpha Karazhan. So that video is being pushed back to Wednesday. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when it gets posted. And then if you want to see more Project Epoch stuff, be sure to like and also subscribe as I cover Project Epoch. I am going to try to find time to play this beta. I don't know if I can because I've got a lot of stuff on my plate right now, but we'll see if we can squeeze in a day or two to just check out all the new stuff. And again, if you want to see that, make sure you stay tuned because I will be streaming it, probably giving a video explaining my, checkout of the server during this little beta. And until then, we're also expecting betas from other servers later on this year, either at the end of this month or in the middle to end of next month, such as Azeroth at War. We are waiting desperately for that. Possibly Wallcraft's first beta. We're not quite too sure on theirs, but also Duskhaven is planning to launch very soon. No official date just yet, but roughly at the end of this year as well. So again, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.